The gospel lesson for Friday, June 5th, 2020 is from Mark 12, where we can continue the study of this chapter. As Jesus was teaching in the temple area, he said, "How do the scribes claim that the Christ is the son of David? David himself, inspired by the Holy Spirit, said, 'The Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I place your enemies under your feet.' David himself calls him Lord, so how is he his son?" The great crowd heard this with delight. Now, so much of the gospel happens to do with who Jesus is. And more than once, Jesus asks in the gospel, "Who do people say that I am?" Or "Why do people say this?" Or "Who is the Son of Man? Who is the Son of God?" It's an exercise in definition in all four of the Gospels. And in this case, yes, he is a lineal descendant through Joseph of David, but that's not what's really important as much as what he says about David. David had a vision where the Lord said to my Lord, "Sit at my right hand." So David had a vision of the Son of God, according to Jesus himself, and understood, at least in an ancient sense or a proto-sense, that there was a son and a father, and that somehow there was a deity there or some higher power, which obviously wasn't defined 1,000 years before Jesus. But just the same, it's alluding to it in the Psalms. So, that is our lesson for this evening. And that Jesus is one in being with the Father. But more than that, just as the Father is the creator of all things, before Abraham was, Jesus once said, "I am." Jesus is not inferior to the Father. They are one in being. And this understanding of the nature of the Father and the Son is absolutely essential, because if you lose it, you're heading toward heresy fast.